Hi everybody, I'm back. Just got back in the house. I was eating steak and shit. You already know.
So, I took my kid to see the second Spider-Man movie. I was surprised how much I liked it. Like, it was really good, man. It was really good. Like, no cap.
I can't wait for the next one. I honestly can't wait for the next one because it was that good. It was that well done. Shout out to that movie. If you haven't seen Spider-Man already, watch it. It's good. I highly recommend it. All the characters, everybody, Obi, Gwen, all of it was all good. All good. Very much enjoyed the movie. But I've been out most of the day, because it's Father's Day weekend, all of that. So, took everybody out, put some food in everybody's stomach. Now I'm back in the crib. Took everybody to see a movie. Then we went to a steakhouse around here. Not the best steakhouse I've ever been to be honest. I would say Outback, Cheddar's are better steakhouses than the one that I just went to. Not because it was bad, but because those steakhouses are better. The steak is better seasoned. That's what I noticed. That the steak is better seasoned. But you know. We gonna get into this boxing talks. Let's talk about John Fury. Let's talk about John Fury. Let's hook up the auxiliary cord so we can hear what John complaining about now.
That man is a total and you know when I see him, smack right the hero. And I mean that. AJ's a gentleman, he's done what he can for this country. But I'll tell you now, if he comes round John Fury, I'll backhand that bum.
What's he said recently to get you
back? It's nothing, but I'll tell you what it is. He's in for the biggest shock of his life in the boxing world. And he'll probably be that sick he'll never look at boxing for ever again. It's coming for him. Hold your breath. What's coming for him will retire him in the game.
Talk about Eddie.
I don't know what this dude is bugging out about. Like, what is he bugging out about? He randomly bringing up Eddie Hearn for what? What Eddie? What even? He's that guy that it's almost like John Fury is that uncle or that pawpaw that he'll tell a joke and it'll be funny at first, but then every time you see him after that, he keep telling the same joke and it just wears out its welcome. That he's one of those guys that's all right in small doses, and at this point he just gets a kick out of bugging out on camera and people just looking at him like, what are you bugging out about? What you mad at Eddie for? The dude asked him, what he said. He ain't say nothing. Like, well, if he ain't say nothing, then why is your blood pressure so high? It's crazy out here, yo. Shout out to Sulam. Shout out to Lucia. About to shoot them a link if they try and get down and join the chitty chat. Just gonna chill. Do this live chitty chat. We out here, yo. Shout out to my man George. Happy Father's Day to the grandpas as well. Yes, it's Father's Day weekend. Father's Day weekend. If you got a father and he raised you, show him some love. Show him some love. If you are a father, just relax. It's your weekend. It's not Mother's Day. It ain't Mother's Day. I know it's a lot of mothers out there. They try to act like Father's Day is Mother's Day. It's not. It's Father's Day. Some of us are fathers in the father sense of the word. Shout out to my man Drew. Damn, the Fury breaking news that Oscar just sued Ryan and his manager. Why you think I went live, Drew? Why you think I went live? I was going to do an episode of the relay. I wasn't even going to go live. But I'm like, nah, I might as well go live and just shoot the shit live. Shout out to my man Ivo. John Fury's insanity is a canon event. Word up, yo. Word up, yo. He stay bugging out for no reason because he thinks it's charming. If he didn't think it was charming, he wouldn't do it. He does it because he think it's like, it's some cute shit or some type of shit like that. Like, that's why he be bugging out. He be putting on for the camera, basically. If you point a camera at him, he just gonna start flipping out. Nobody knows why. Shit don't make no sense, bruh. Like, if Eddie ain't even say nothing, what on God's green earth do you have to be mad at him about? What is it? Is it because AJ not fighting on Fury? The story is that Tyson Fury has been offered a deal to fight John Bones Jones in a hybrid fight. That's the story. That's what they talking about. And the thing is that you got people out there you could fight. Don't act like it's not boxers out there that you could fight. You could fight Michael Hunter. You could fight Agit Kabayel. You could fight Martin Bacoli. The reason you don't want to do none of that is because you know you ain't going to get a big bag doing none of that. But if you fight John Bones Jones instead of a boxer, that make it obvious that you're not trying to fight Usyk. That make it that much more obvious that, like, fam, if it was your intention to fight this man at the end of the year, why would you be boxing an MMA fighter? Why are you trying? Like, how does that help you prepare for Usyk? And it don't, because it's not his intention to fight Usyk. I've been saying it. Shout out to my man Kimikaze. Across the Spider-Verse was dope. Saludos Ring IQ, keep preaching the boxing gospel. Déjame decirte, esa película, yo me emocioné con esa película, man. Todos los characters, Gwen Stacy, Obi, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, yo, esa película enterita, man, I didn't even think I was gonna like it that much. Me encantó la película entera, and I can't wait for the next one. It comes out in March of next year. I was very much entertained. It's a great story. The character Miles they made him very relatable and likable. It was a great movie. I really enjoyed that movie. Pues sí, el lío es que Tyson doesn't want to fight, and I've been saying this in episodes of the Relay over and over, that he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to have a keep busy fight to get ready for Usyk. What he's trying to do is find an alternative to Usyk. And the reason is simple. You can't act like it ain't no money involved. There's plenty of money involved. There's plenty of money for you to make in that fight. So it can't be the money. So then why you don't want to fight him? I'll leave that to your imagination. Because what I see is you not looking to keep busy en route to Usyk. You looking to substitute Usyk. You looking to substitute the money you could make in Saudi because you don't want to go to Saudi. So you going to do anything you can. You're going to call out AJ. You're going to talk about MMA fighters. You're going to get offers from John Bones Jones for a hybrid fight. All because you don't want to get beat by Usyk. You don't want to know. The money is there. You can't act like the money not there. The Saudis got way more money than Frank Warren. So let's stop playing. The reason you're not even considering that is because you might lose. And if you lose, there's no excuses. So lo que it's what it is, yo. It's what it is. And I've been saying that. Everybody was acting like Fury was this unstoppable, indestructible force. I'm like, nah, fam. Y'all only saying that because he beat Wilder. Because before he beat Wilder, y'all wasn't saying none of that. When he fought Pianetta, y'all wasn't saying that. When he fought the other guy, not Zeremata, it was Francesco Pianetta, and who was the other guy? He fought two guys and he looked like doodle. After the Otto Verleen fight, nobody was talking all this crazy shit. The only reason that people have the perception of Fury that they have is because he beat Wilder. That's it. That's where all of that come from. And Wilder never had a resume, so it's a loop-de-loop. It's a loop-de-loop of confusion. Y'all really got people running around here thinking this is the baddest man on the planet, but he's so fucking picky about who he gonna fight. Now I want to open up the chat to the panel, and I want to get some different opinions on this. Because this is what I've been saying. They base their entire perception of Tyson Fury on the Wilder fights. Not nothing he did before that, because before that, wasn't nobody high on him like that. Even after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, nobody was high on him like that. It's because he beat Wilder that all of that started. Oh, he the baddest. Was Wilder the baddest man on the planet? Did Wilder unify titles in the heavyweight division? How many champions Wilder beat? How many titles did Wilder unify? That y'all got it in your head that he the baddest man on the planet for beating who? Stavern? Spilka? Who? Brazil? Shit is crazy. I've been saying that it's a circle jerk. The whole thing was always a circle jerk. And I'm telling you now, Fury don't want to fight Usyk. He don't want to fight him. It's not because it ain't no money. It's plenty of money. You can't act like it ain't no money. It's money in Saudi. It's plenty of money. But you don't want to fight him because you don't want to get beat. With him, you know, there's a chance you get beat. And if you get beat, well, ain't no excuses. You can't trash AJ for it anymore. If you lose to the same guy that beat him, you can't trash him anymore for it. He looking for an alternative. That's all it is. That's all it is. Looking for an alternative. I've been said, all that shit they say about Fury is hyperbole. You came back and you fought a more limited guy. You had a choice. When he was coming back in 2018, he had a choice. You could fight AJ, who was undefeated and unified at the time, or you could fight Wilder. Fighting AJ would have got you more belts, would have got you more money, but you chose Wilder. Why? Why Wilder? Wilder wasn't going to get you a bigger bag than AJ, so why did you pick him? And the answer is simple. Y'all just got a habit of looking at shit through rose-tinted lenses. The reason he chose Wilder is simple. It's very easy to, that dude ain't got no feet. Yeah, he got a right hand, but he don't got a lot else. He got a right hand and that's it. Shout out to my man El Cervecero. That's like saying Tank by beating Ryan. Exactly, bro. By beating Ryan is the face. Exactly, bro. That you beating Ryan doesn't make you the best lightweight in the world or the best super lightweight in the world. It don't make you none of that. You might have got to make some money. Congratulations. But that's not the same as beating Devin. That's not the same as beating Shakur. That's not the same as beating Loma. That's not the same as beating Tio, Josh Taylor. That's not up there with all of that. It's not. Tú sabes. Yo tengo años diciendo esa vaina. Yo tengo años. I've been saying that shit for years. Y'all picked each other because you couldn't have your way with AJ. Ustedes saben que no venden nada. Y'all know that. That junto, y'all can sell. Apart, y'all both the B-side to that guy. And y'all don't want to be the B-side, but that's what y'all are. If he end up fighting John Bones Jones or Francis Ngannou and vez de un boxeador, you already know he's not about to fight Usyk. You already know off top. Like, if the only fight you have this year is a novelty fight with an MMA fighter, all right, then you really not trying to fight for Undisputed. And it's very obvious. There's no excuses to make for it. That's what I've been saying. So when I see that John Fury's bugging out, what I think to myself is, okay, what does this guy have to be mad about? And it's because AJ didn't take the Fury fight. That's why y'all mad. That was y'all safety net. What y'all told yourself is, look, man, we ain't gotta fight Usyk in Saudi. Let's see if we can't get AJ in September and we'll fight him here. We can still make a lot of money. That's what they was thinking. That we gonna bulk on the Usyk fight, but it'll be all right because we got AJ to fall back on. And when AJ didn't bite, when AJ like, nah, fam, y'all go do y'all thing, B. I'm not gonna rearrange my schedule for y'all because I did that already and y'all wasted my time. So I'm not doing that. That's what it is. That's why he mad. But you know, you can't talk about smacking AJ. So what you gonna talk about? Smacking her. It bugging, man. Like, this shit is childish, man. That shit is childish. Now, Oscar is suing whatchamacallit. I'm about to pull up the post right now. Apparently, Golden Boy Promotions is in the process of suing of whatchamacallit, Ryan Gersha. I already know what that is. I know what that is. Ryan wants out of his contract because what he want to do is go back to Showtime. He want to go back to Showtime. He wants the deal structure to be what it was with Javante. That's what he want. His problem is You still under contract with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? You still need their approval. You still need their blessing. But he thinking that he could get out of that. You know what I mean? So we gonna see what happens with that. I already knew it was gonna be problems with that shit. I knew it was gonna be problems with that shit. Because Rolly says he wants to fight Ryan. And Ryan says that he wants to fight Rolly. But y'all on different sides of the street. By all rights, it should be Rolly going to the zone because you're not the A side to Ryan Garcia. Like, you not. It's obvious that you not. But he don't want to cross the street. And Ryan is a bucket of fucking good ideas, right? He's a bucket of good fucking ideas.
Hello.
What's goody?
What's correct lacking?
Hey man, Miguel O'Hara's where it's at, man. I love that dude.
Yo, that dude, he was tearing shit up, bro. I really love that movie, bro.
Bro, that
movie,
ass whooping he had on Miles, man. Ooh.
Yo, he was fucking. Yo, he not for nothing. I felt bad when he told. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but he was talking shit, bro. He's like, man. Matter of fact, I don't give a fuck. Look, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Close your ears.
Motherfucking Miguel told Miles, Brody, you wasn't even supposed to be Spider-Man, bro. Only reason you he said your only reason you Spider-Man was because this motherfucker brought a spider to your shit. You not supposed to be that.
You know that was Oscar Isaac, right?
Yeah, I know that was Moon Knight, bro.
Yep.
That was Moon Knight.
What's good, guys? How y'all doing?
I was like, yo, he kind of punched him in the dick with that, bro. Like, damn, you ain't had to. You ain't had to.
Low blow,
yo,
bro.
it was because he trying to tell him. Well, he did tell him, yo, you don't belong here, bro. You don't belong here, bro. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Talking of who doesn't belong here in this world, I told John Fury, and I want to punch him in the dick as well when I see him. I'm gonna punch him in the dick.
John is a
I'll record it and
bro.
I'll punch him in his dick.
That dude is a lunatic.
He's not even a lunatic because he's pretending to be a lunatic. Like he's like what does he have to be mad about? What if your son is king shit and he has all these magnificent plans, then what do you have to be mad about? What are you mad at Eddie Hearn for, bro? What did he do to you? He fucked your bitch? What'd he do?
He fucked his bitch.
Dude is
bro. And he asked Usyk to apologize to Tyson Fury for ruining his name.
Dude, I'm like, what he's doing? I'm like, is this guy fucking joking? Like,
I heard from the grapevine. Okay, Usyk apologizing is not a canon event, so we're good.
Yo, no, because how do you sound? I saw the interview and he was doing his regular shit where he talks a bunch of shit. He was like, oh, Usyk has to bend the knee. Why the fuck would Usyk have to bend the knee if he's the one bringing the Saudi money? Why would he have to bend the knee? The Saudi money is worth more than you'd make at Wembley. How do we know? Your promoter, the one that said it. Bob said it. It's like, yo, ain't no.
Get to the least common denominator out of all of this. Usyk has more belts. You have what? Usyk has made more money than you, and literally, he's come up from cruiserweight and made more money than you in those two fights against AJ. Mind you, you gave us a fucking trilogy with fucking Derek Chisora, and still didn't make the fucking money that you thought you would make. What? Let's break it down.
Bro, you can't A-side this man. You cannot A-side this man.
How the fuck, yo?
Usyk Chisora did 1 million pay-per-views.
Manin, yo lo dije el año pasado. You cannot pretend that you're a draw si tú tienes que buscar a Derek Chisora to help you sell a fight. Porque si eso fuera AJ, they would never let him do some shit like, yeah, yo, I'm gonna go get Derek Chisora. Nah, fam. They criticizing him now for the Dillian White fight.
That sounds nice. Repeat yourself again. Wait. Jules, repeat yourself in Spanish again. Manin.
Manin, que no, que eso es la verdad. They would never let AJ, because look at the shit now. They're giving him shtick because he might fight Dillian White, because he might. Pero el año pasado, look at this, bro. You literally beat this man 2 times. Why are you fighting him again? And I said it then. The reason he getting Derek is because Derek still sells tickets. So even though there's no fucking reason for this fight, the reason you picking Derek is because you need somebody to help you. You by yourself, you're not that guy. You're not him. You know what I mean? You're not.
He's not Himothy. He's not Himothy.
He's not Himothy, bro.
I have.
The fact
This is my only question. I'm just wondering.
he had a stadium fight in winter with Derek as well. Like it was fucking freezing, bro. He had to have somebody credible to
or somebody not credible, but somebody that people like, because people do like Derek. That's not a secret. Like everybody know when Derek fight is going to be a show.
Derek's the legend. He's a legend
exactly.
in the UK.
But the fact that you had to do that unbiased, what does that mean? That he had to do that? What does that mean?
Not the one, Highlander.
He is not Himothy. Not him, bro.
He's not the one.
Not Himothy. Not Himothy.
Not Himothy, bro.
Joe, you might have to do this for us, man. You might have to tally up how many fighters that Tyson Fury was either said or potentially going to fight in the last 4 months. I think it's like double-digit fighters, man.
My God, he was about to fight J.O. Pataya, Dempsey McKean, Anthony Joshua,
14 people.
Francis Ngannou, John Bones, like
hot dogs.
Martin Bacoli.
Right, Martin Bacoli, Agit Kabayel. That's 7. That's 7.
Next week.
That's according to Bob, though. Fury didn't say that. That's according to Bob, but
next week he's going to be calling out the Crawford Spence winner. How much you want to bet?
I'm telling you, next week is going to be Inoue.
Bro, he gonna call out Roman Reigns next week, bro. He gonna call out Roman Reigns from the WWE next week, bro. Like he has no shame.
That would be an entertaining fight, though.
Speaking of WWE, I got a prediction. Teofimo Lopez will be on WWE at some point in time while he's semi-retired, because he's only retiring to keep that alimony payments low.
I dig that, but until all of that is finalized, whatever he makes in the mean in between time, ain't she gonna be able to cut into that? Like, their situation is not over. He fighting for custody of his kid, and they gonna get the divorce finalized. So he probably don't fight until the divorce is finalized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's
That
not
makes
fighting.
sense. That makes sense.
He'll go to WWE and do things and keep his face out there to keep his to grow his popularity. I'm telling you, he's taking a page from Floyd Mayweather right now.
I ain't mad at him, man. He got a vindictive bitch on his ass.
Be mad at that.
So is it official that
she wasn't shooting with him in the gym?
If I
he's got to watch his ass with her because she already came. She's coming for him big time. He didn't see it coming.
The other shit is, and I said this before. If you 25 or 23, whatever, if you in your early 20s, the fuck you look like getting married, bro? That's dumb.
Having a kid, man, especially.
Yeah, see that's where
you can have look. You can have a kid. Don't be out here giving these bitches your last name. You crazy. You young, fam. Go get some get some Honduras pussy. Then go to Puerto Rico, get some Puerto Rico pussy. Then go to Punta Cana in La República Dominicana. Go over there, getting some of what you look like getting married at that age, bro.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
fellas,
what
let me ask
he
you
got
this.
married and he had a kid with her. You know, I mean, now he's going to be tied to that joint
That's
forever.
what I meant.
Having
a kid with her.
That's 2 nails on the cross. One here, one here. You got married with the bitch and you got the kid with the bitch. You did it to yourself.
And there's one on his foot. That's for the shared bank account, I bet.
Yeah, I'm like, you could have been humping that broad and nothing in that broad, and it would have been what it was. Nah, you got to give her your last name. That's how I know she gamed you, bro. She probably was the coolest motherfucker you ever met the first 2-3 months.
Yeah, but Jules,
If they're with each other for a certain amount of time, doesn't matter.
Time, fellas. Go ahead, Rico.
What I was saying was, because over here, basically they have this thing, right? So if you're with your bird for like over 3 years, they'll call it like a common, I forgot what
common law marriage.
Common law marriage. Common law marriage.
One. So obviously if they've been together longer than that, I don't know how old the kid is and stuff like that, then obviously she still has major stake to bread. Major claim. I think for him, it's probably more, I'd hope it to be more about the kid.
Well, he did say he's about to fight for custody of the child. And I think
said punchy, all of that, bro. Like, so I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like, you know, what from what I can see of him and just the weirdness before the fights and everything like that and the retiring, it looks to me like, you know, and just going through kind of something similar, you have to you can't be looking towards your next opponent in that type of circumstance. You have to be absolutely 100% focused, bro, like serious business, because when they'll always try and favor the mom. I know people don't say this and say it's changed and this or whatever, but it's complete bullshit. Taking it from experience, they always favor the mom.
I mean, we know that, but what saves him is that he's the breadwinner. She's not. He's the breadwinner. So he is in a situation to where, look, if he wants custody, he might be able to win it. Jermall Charlo just won custody of his kids. You know, quiet as kept. He just won custody of his kids. So
he's a fucking idiot.
But what they'll say, what she'll say, she'll base it on the argument as, yeah, you were in the gym and stuff like that. Because obviously these lot, like you've interviewed fighters, Jules, and everything. Like the commitment that they have for like the 6 months to 7 months at a time, they're not really seeing the youths like that. Do you know what I mean? Like they have to go to bed at certain times.
Bro, that's what Mom Dukes is for. That's what the family unit is for.
That's how they'll sneak that clip, you know.
He could tell a judge, yeah, I'm in a gym trainer, right? But Mom Dukes, he's with his family, my kid or whatever. He with his grandma. You know, it ain't like he not seeing me. He's seeing me. The whole thing is I'm not going to let her use this child as leverage to stay in my pocket. Bitch, I ain't even been with you that long. Fuck you think I'm going to support your whole life? Eat dick, bitch. Eat all the dick. Fuck out of here, you vindictive bitch.
Wait, but that's how she got him in the first place, eating dick though. So.
Bueno, eso sí. I think that's that's how we all get got. They be eating the joint and then, ay Dios mío, sea mi esposa. Ay Dios mío, niña.
Hey, IQ, so is it official that he vacated that WBO belt? Like
according to Paco, bro. According to Paco, he said.
Hey, what the fuck was the point in having that window then?
No, tú sabes lo que es. Tú sabes lo que es, mira. Lo que es ese título. No te la pierdas de Arnold Barboza is right behind him, bro. Y lo que iba a pasar, if he hangs on to that belt, aquí viene Arnold Barboza jodiendo. Mira, I'm the mandatory. Like, nah, bro. Here, you can have the fucking belt. Now go fight for the fucking belt and leave me the fuck alone. Wait. Let it be you and Jose or you y cualquiera. Déjame quieto. I got shit to do. So it's a smart play in the sense that y'all don't have leverage over me. Y'all can't make me do nothing. I only do what I want to do. You want a belt? Here, motherfucker.
Well,
leave me alone.
Well, I have good news. Well, if I may make a clarification. Good news is he's undisputed, so he still has 3 other belts.
Oh. Jesus.
So he's good. He's got the other 3 belts.
What did you say? What did you say?
Y'all be acting like a little bitch sometimes, bro. Like the Michaela Mayer shit was some wild corny.
Yeah, that was petty. That was petty. That was petty.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said nothing about her, man. That wasn't right.
That wasn't right. Like he didn't need to say that.
That was jealousy.
All because she picked Josh to beat him. Like seriously, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how you gonna get butthurt over shit like that? How you?
Most of the boxing community seem to pick Josh over you. I mean,
exactly. Like how you gonna get butthurt over that?
That's just like this. Hey, Jules. Hey, Jules, if I fought Anthony Joshua, who do you think would win right now?
Pick Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry, Jay.
Fuck you, Jules.
Sorry, Jay.
You're wrong for that.
Sorry,
fuck you,
Jay.
bro.
I'm picking. If it's Jay versus Joshua, I'm picking Joshua to box you up, bro. I am sorry.
I just thought, oh fuck you, Jules. You don't know shit about that. That's what Tio's doing.
He took that shit to the heart. Like, why would you take that to the heart, bro?
You know what I said?
Because it's the only way he knows how to take it.
But in terms of Tio actually beating Josh Taylor, I did say the counters would be absolutely, the key to victory for one Teofimo Lopez and activity. Like I always say, and what's really killing these lot, in terms of the quote unquote elite fighters like a Josh Taylor or whatever like that, you're going a year and a half, 2 years not fighting. We have Charlo now apparently fighting Canelo Saul Alvarez. He's definitely not going to win. If that fight is not, he will get
but let's say this. The difference with Josh's situation.
It's a smart move, though, Jules.
Let's say this. The problem was Jack Catterall in between the first fight and then whatever he did after that. He jumped into bed with Probellum. He never actually fought under the banner, but immediately after the fight, he jumps into bed with Probellum. That complicated things. So that when Boxer tried to bring him over, they had to get him out of that Probellum shit. All of that shit was taking months. Like, it's not one way. It's not just, oh, you know, Josh got injured. It was also that delaying the fight, that Jack jumped into bed with the Probellum. Nothing came out of that. Boxer had to try to get him out of that, bring him over to them, but that didn't materialize into nothing. And Josh Taylor lost a lot of time on that. That's
Jules,
a part of, yeah.
2 questions, though. One, is Charlo Canelo actually confirmed? And 2, I could see why he would take it even if he ain't going to win. With all the shit he's going through and the court battles and all the rest, he's going to need all the money he can get.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's obvious. That's why I don't believe none of that Andre shit. I said it earlier today that, bro, why would you gamble your unbeaten record with Andre for no money? That fight ain't going to make no money. All right. Aside from a handful of motherfuckers online, nobody is going to show up and show out for that fight. Why would you put Canelo on a back burner for Andre?
Bro,
are him and Canelo confirmed though? Are they confirmed?
Nah, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. You could look online and see it ain't confirmed.
By the way, I just want to point out that Rico's absolutely in his element right now because he picked Tio to win. So
yeah, man.
Go ahead, Rico.
DJ, that's why you guy. That's why you get co-host panelists. That's why you get the shebang, bro. Okay.
Appreciate that.
Real
Appreciate
recognize,
that.
real sharp, I just have one more. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw a sweet Caroline's victory over Lascano. Absolutely fucking tore a new arsehole. And one, you know, I just wondered why is obviously checked off. There's just one more that, you know, has to just attain that victory. And
Michaela not gonna fight her. I know that.
No.
Carolyn wants her, and I want that fight. But being real, Michaela not gonna fight her, bro. Michaela would sooner go to 147 and fight Natasha Jonas, bro. Like for Michaela, that fight, because I see Carolyn been calling her out. I see she want to fight. I'm with it. That's what you're supposed to do. If that's a big fish, you gotta fight her. But that fight ain't gonna happen.
I did an interview with Caroline a year and a half ago, and she was calling out Michaela Mayer then. So she's wanting Michaela Mayer for fucking ages, bro. But obviously, like you're saying, Michaela's not going to fight her.
That shit is not going to happen.
But Caroline is the future of women's boxing, gentlemen. I think.
I agree. The only real, being real, because the other girls, like, I know people going to immediately bring up names like, say, Alicia Baumgartner, Chantel Cameron, right? None of that is real because those fighters don't get nothing out of fighting Carolyn. They don't get nothing. So those are not realistic fights. The realistic fight for Carolyn and the most dangerous fight for Carolyn is the Brazilian girl. That girl, like that Ferreira girl.
Oh yeah,
she fucks a lot of shit up, and they right there. Ferreira's at 130, Dubois at 135. That's real, because you could call Michaela out till you blue in the face. Unless you offering big money, which you not, or a belt, which you not, she ain't gonna take that fight, bro. For what?
If she, but you're telling me that Caroline can't get into a mandatory position for, I mean, KE, right? KE is obviously, Caroline is fighting at 135. KE is obviously undisputed at 135. KE is gonna be fighting Cameron, right? There's no, like, it's unless the sanctioning bodies are completely fucking off of their shit. There's
and
no
you don't think the sanctioning bodies are completely off of their shit?
Jules, I'm sorry. I've been heavily drinking. My bad.
It's like, to me, like, if you the BC, hey, let's take the belt from Katie to give it to somebody that don't draw like Katie, so we can get smaller sanctioning fees. They're not gonna do that. No, they're not gonna do that.
So
this is the same WBC that fucking forgets Russia won World War II. Now they want to go against Russia.
I'm telling you right now, the best thing for Carolyn to do, keep fucking broads up so you can build your marquee value, because the money will get these broads in the ring. Yeah, mandatory. Man, listen, the money is what will get these girls in the ring. And right now, you just need to stay on a busy schedule, keep fucking these broads up, keep winning these fans and these fights. It'll be the money that gets her with the fights that she wants. Because I can tell you right now, Michaela not going to fight her. For what? Katie is either looking at Amanda Serrano rematch or Chantel. Those is money fights. So you go the mandatory route, but you're not gonna get that fight. I tell you that right now. Like, nah, she not gonna put those fights. Katie not gonna put those fights on the back burner. And the sanctioning bodies are not gonna put those fights on the back burner. Carolyn, they not. So just keep fucking broads up and get your money up. Cause it'll be the money that makes the biggest difference. That'll be what makes girls be willing to fight you if it's some bread in it. Either that or Ben gonna have to break the bank, and I don't really think he could do that. Michaela not gonna fight. Michaela not dumb. Be like, look, if they fought, let me go out on a limb here. If they was fighting next, what if I told you Carolyn might beat her? What if I told you that she's ready? Carolyn is ready, bro.
It's a possibility.
She's fucking ready.
Bro, she was ready a fight ago, bro. Caroline is just different, but that's what I'm saying, Jules. So should in your opinion, because obviously now she's not getting anything at 135 or Michaela, should she just either obviously fight the Brazilian at the lower weight? She'll probably obviously come up, or she'd just go to 140. Because why not just go to 140?
I would say it would behoove you to fight the Brazilian sooner than later, because she'll be more dangerous later than she is now. However, that's really not realistic.
This Brazilian, don't you, Jules?
Oh yeah, she's fucking good. Like, have you seen her?
I've not.
Have you seen her?
Have you seen her?
Have you seen her?
Tell me, have you seen her?
If you'd seen her, you'd know why. So that's her biggest competition I see. What's the problem? That's not a money fight. There's no money in that fight. There's risks, but no money. So that don't happen, right? So what can you do? Fight girls that Michaela fought. Fight girls that Katie fought. Fight girls that Baumgartner fought. Hey, see if you can't get Delphine Pursuit in the ring. She's down there at 130. See if you can't get her.
I was literally just thinking that Pursuit is a perfect fight for her.
You need girls that people gonna look at that and say, wow, yo, wow. That's what she need, because the money will make more difference than, oh, I'm a mandatory. Hey, man, mandatory, schmandatory, bruh. You need money. You need marquee value. So you got to fuck these broads up and fuck them up real good. I heard she dropped Lascano. Like, that's good. That's what you got to keep doing. Keep beating bitches' asses and getting money, because it'll be the money that incentivizes fighters to fight you more than anything else. It'll be the money. Got to just keep fucking bitches up. What saves her is she's fun to watch, bro. Like, she's like, it ain't Cat. It ain't being nice. She's a fun fighter to watch. And that goes a long way to, like, yeah, I watch Carolyn versus Maya. I watch that shit. That's gonna be a good fight.
She has knockout power, Jules. She has knockout power. Shit. It's a diamond in the rough in women's boxing. Let's be real with ourselves. The greatest women boxer of all time currently right now. Fucking she, as amazing as she is, we all obviously watched the fight that Salita put out.
Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't call her the GOAT. You can't be the GOAT. Nah, I don't do no, and it's not hate. She's number 2 on my pound for pound list. But look, she beat the shit out of Cornejo. My thing is, who hasn't? Who hasn't?
She calls herself the GOAT. She hasn't even accomplished half the shit Holly Holm has.
I'm saying that in an era of women boxing, for example, right? Everybody don't have it how I have it. You know who number 1 on my list? Amanda Serrano. She beat the same number of champions as you. She's been undisputed champion like you, but she's a 7 division champion. 7. You a 3 division champion. Now we could bring up the, oh, well, I was undisputed 3 times. Yeah, most of those belts were vacant.
Just
you didn't
like
win them.
Amanda,
You didn't.
Majority of her.
That's the difference. The last 2 years, Sarah Mahfoud, IBF, Erica Cruz, WBA. Not all them shits was vacant, so that adds 2 to the 4. She won a WBO from Maria Maderna, then a WBO from Heather Hardy, then a WBA from Erica Cruz, then the IBFs from Sarah Mahfoud. All I'm saying is, you won a lot of vacant titles, true. She won a lot of vacant titles, true. She's a 7 division champion. You're a 3 division champion. That's what separates you. And let's be real, she has more rounds in the bank than you do, more fights than you do, more robust body of work than you do. So before I give it to you, I gotta give it to her. I have to. She has 2 Guinness World Records. 2.
I hear that,
And who we keep on bringing up Holly Holm? I mean, listen, Holly Holm did more, but we talking about boxing and boxing alone. Stop bringing Holly Holm up.
No, I'm not even going. No, let me say
I'll
this.
bring her up.
Now,
You can
Holly
you
is a
can fuck
Hall
right
of Famer,
off.
bro. Holly is literally. She got inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. So yeah, you could bring up Holly. My only thing is this, and it's not about Shields. It's where you fight. It's not your fault, but there is nobody there. There's nobody there. You can't act like campaigning.
My point exactly.
You can't act like campaigning at 60 is the same as campaigning at 30 or 30. It's not the same. There ain't even 100 girls in that weight class. It's like 30 something girl in the world. There's like 20 something, 30 girls in that weight class. That's not the same shit that's going on down there at 126.
That is not a talent pool.
Bro, you could count on one hand how many good fighters is in those weights. On one hand, I could do it. Franchon Cruz, Savannah Marshall, you fought them already. Cool. Jadeja Green. You ain't fight her yet, but that's it, bro. That's the three. Those are the three best fighters at middleweight and super middleweight. That's it. You already fought Hannah, and Hannah has not fought in 2.5 years. So you out of here. It's like you can't compare that. You can't compare that to Amanda. You can't compare that to Katie. Like, if you look at the talent pool right now at featherweight, you literally got 6, 7 up and comers that have championship material. 6, 7 of them. It ain't like that at middleweight. It's not like that at junior middleweight, and it definitely ain't like that at super middleweight. It's not like that. So you can't be the GOAT with 13 fights. I'm sorry.
Has Amanda got a win as significant as the one that Shields has against Marshall here in the UK?
I would say that beating Marshall, who I didn't rank on the pound for pound, by the way, beating Marshall is not different than beating Sarah Mahfoud. It's not.
But one significant win doesn't put you in the GOAT category.
It ain't. No, it's not that. It's that I think Savannah's a great fighter, so I don't want this to sound wrong.
Savannah's fights like a guy, bro. She's different.
I ain't gonna do that. That's disrespectful.
Sorry,
Sarah Mahfoud, and Savannah Marshall as championship scalps. It's the same shit. Sarah was an unbeaten fighter before Amanda fought her. She was an unbeaten fighter, and she was IBF champion a while. That wasn't some shit that happened overnight. She had title defenses, just like Savannah Marshall. My thing is, okay, you beat Savannah. Who'd you win the other belts from?
There we go. I had a question. So we could all agree Shields is a Hall of Famer based on
I think she's a Hall of Famer
and accolades. But as far as the elite competition she's faced, she's a victim of there is nobody. Really?
Yeah.
The shit is that how can you say that you're the greatest? How can you say that you're the greatest one that ever did it? And this is not a knock on her. It's just that's those weight classes. It's not about you. It's them weight classes. How could you say that you're the greatest one that ever did it when you don't have the greatest quality of competition? You don't.
Boxing manager told me this whole story. When Sugar Ray Leonard had a big fight, he asked Bert Sugar, how do I compare to Sugar Ray Robinson? He's like, have 100 more fights and then I'll tell you.
But it's look. You hear me say this? You hear me say this all the time. Her and Katie debuted the same year. Katie had 23 fights since 2016. 23 fights. Clarissa had 13. Y'all not the same. You couldn't keep as busy as Katie if you wanted to because there ain't that many girls to fight. You can't, like, every belt Katie won was off of somebody. It ain't no vacant this, vacant that. WBA from Anaís Sanchez, IBF from Victoria Bustos, WBO from Rose Volante, WBO at 140 from Christina Lenardatu, who Alicia Baumgartner is about to fight, who gave Alicia her first professional loss. All right? WBC from Delphine Passoon, Amanda Serrano, 7 division champion, Hall of Famer, pound for pound fighter. Tell me what win Clarissa has that's better than that one.
No, I'll go. You're right. What Hall of Famer has she beat in their prime?
I like Savannah. Don't get it twisted. But Savannah, Amanda, it's not even close, bro. It's not even close in terms of a victory. Christina Hammer, no. Marie-Eve Dicaire, no. You bugging. That one win for Katie is better than anything in Clarissa's resume. So if we gonna look for a quote, I would sooner give it to her for the quality of competition. You'll say, but damn, Katie be looking human. Yeah, because her quality of competition is better. Kind of obvious. So that's how I'm leave it there. I don't want to say nothing bad.
Did y'all not see what Katie had to go through in the Amanda Serrano fight?
Yeah, no,
She got caught with that hook. Like literally, she went through hell in some of these fights. Fighting, she fought Delphine Pursoon. Fucking
Monster. This is what I'm saying. Katie fought Natasha Jonas, who is now a junior middleweight unified champion.
Christina
Jessica
Leonardo, too.
McCaskill, who went on to become undisputed. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you can't. If I write down all the names she fought, and I write the girls, it's not a comparison, man.
I gotta
Christina Leonardo, too, beat Alicia.
This will do it. We're gonna have to let from 160 and above. We gotta let transgender, the men to switch.
Get out of here with that, man.
There has to be one.
Well, Shields did say she could beat Rolly's ass.
No, Shields versus Keith Thurman, October in Detroit. That'll do it.
I want her. Don't you want her to beat up Ricardo?
Nah, lads, I
want her to beat up Ricardo.
I don't know, man. Keith might get his ass kicked, man.
That's what I want to see.
My mic was acting up.
They
Jules,
swapped out Rancid Bartholomew. Thank God, because I don't want to see that dude box.
Lipinets. Yep.
Sergey Nipple Chest. He's fighting Sergey Nipple Chest. I like that fight.
But Sergey about to get fucked up.
Oh my God, he is about to get bodied, bro.
I couldn't hear. I was fixing my mic. Jules, did you opine and give your opinion on the Golden Boy Ryan shit yet?
Let me tell you. This is what it is, and we talked about this, Drew. Like I've been said this. Ryan wants to go to Showtime. He wants the deal structure to be the same way that it was in the Davis fight. And the problem is, you still under contract with Golden Boy. So the only way to fight between you and Rolly happens is if Rolly goes to Golden Boy. We know he's not going to do that. So that's what all this is about. Ryan wants to get out of his Golden Boy deal, see if he could jump into bed with the PBC, because all the fights that he wants are over there. Isaac Cruz, Rolly Romero, Davis rematch. He want to go over there, but you don't have the autonomy to do that. You can't do that. So if you breach that contract, that's your ass.
Hey, Jules, check Jules, check your DMs. I just sent you something.
And I don't think, and Oscar's not tripping.
O'Hara Davis has been mandated by the WBA, which they are taking really, really, really seriously. They've told me, like they pinky swear. They said they've taken it really seriously. It's mandatory that they keep O'Hara. It's immediate. Apparently, 30 days to reach. Obviously, the normal this and this whatnot. I knew that Ryan wanted to go to PBC. As immediate when he went to Derek James, I immediately said he's one NBA YoungBoy album away from joining the PBC. He is one do-rag away from joining the PBC. He is one. I don't know what else. I was on the roll, but yeah, he is.
I knew that. It's just that he a dickhead, like on some real shit. Look, you didn't. That he don't realize it because he's a dickhead. One, you had Tom on your side. You didn't have to fight Javante then. You rushed into that, and you look like you didn't even belong in there with him. You look like you didn't belong in there with that man. You got exposed. So that didn't have to happen to you. And going into that fight, what that fight showed us is, Ryan is worth a lot of money. How do we know? Javante was on pay-per-view 5 times. He never did numbers like this. So what separates this fight from those, Ryan? But you threw that in the garbage, being a dickhead. You worth money. You got sponsorships. Take your time. Develop. No, you are a dickhead. And you being a dickhead now. If me and you fought the same guy, right? And I fought him, we did over $1 million. You fought him, you did just under 300,000. Bitch, come to me. Why the fuck would I be going to you? That shit don't even make sense. Bitch, come to me. Yeah, we can fight. But it got to be on my side because I'm worth more money than you.
Jules, Oscar did tell him you were inactive.
Oscar did say Oscar told him to take the fucking to take the tune up. You've gone in there. You're so, and this is the thing with these guys, Jules. Every single time, what does it lead back to? Inactivity. All of them. So bro,
with every single one of them. He don't fight. He don't fight on a regular enough schedule for a man his age where he is in his career. That been the case. Every time Ryan is about to have a fight, it's always a problem. The cars don't have, the tires ain't got tread, or we got to change the caliper, or the brake line, or the brake fluid. It's always some bullshit. Motherfucker, just fight. Just learn and fight. He don't want to do that because he's a dickhead. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Hey, well, I got a question to pose for everybody.
Yes.
Does anybody give Villa a chance to beat Boots?
A small chance, but no, he won't win. He's got a small chance, but not a big chance, not a big one.
Why does he not have a good chance to win?
No, I mean, well, Boots is just better stylistically, I think. And
Spence? Are we talking Spence Crawford?
No. Roman Villa versus Boots.
Oh, Boots. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Boots is a special talent. To be honest with you, lot, man. I would give Boots the
to a degree, but him and
Rashidi do a lot of the same. But Boots hits harder. I think he's a lot more stylistically much better. And Boots Villa's just going to do what he wants.
Boots' work is very clean, especially when he goes up, when he steps in on the inside and actually becomes the aggressor, not goes off the counters.
I mean, but Boots shouldn't overlook this guy. He shouldn't overlook this guy though, because Rashidi, I don't see it happening.
But what's going to happen is the fight is against Karen in January.
Yeah, against the Karen guy, right?
Karen had him looking bad footwork wise. He clearly won the fight and won every round, but footwork wise and utilizing the ring,
he couldn't cut off the ring. He couldn't cut off the ring.
He didn't cut off the ring well. He was throwing wild punches.
That is a result of not fighting enough. That is a result of only getting 6 minutes of fight time in the last year.
Al Heyman is keeping his best fighters active, bro. He's keeping Mario Barris active. He's keeping Boots active. Yeah, man. Big up Uncle Al. Everyone knows I'm a 10th.
Well, at least Boots is fighting 2 times. This is a second fight.
Time, but it's the low budget fights. The only fighters that can be kept active are the ones that are getting paid under high 6, low 7 figures.
Yeah.
Right now, Showtime is doing what they got to do to keep the lights on. They have done a good job. What I see what they're doing now is they're setting up their July schedule to be able to drive their free fights so they can show the value to Paramount. So if you look at July 8th, you got Boots and Roman Villa, right? No, I'm sorry. July 15th, you have Donaire going for a title, co-main with Frank Martin. So they're stacking back-to-back. They're taking advantage of the Spence and Crawford hype to give really good cards for January 8th and January 15th to increase their viewership on Showtime. So when Paramount goes ad-wise, they see the value of keeping them on in all capacity. They're pushing the envelope as best they can to ensure that they keep their footing and grounding. So I'll salute that.
Do you know why? Because the deals are running up, my guy. All the deals are running up for my Uncle Bob. Shout out my Uncle Bob. Everyone knows I'm a 10th Arab. All of these, man, bro. All the deals are running up.
Is fucking hilarious.
Right? All the deals are running up. So basically, they're like, fuck, we actually need to do some shit. But the thing is, people...
Well, why do you think...
People slate the PBC people slate like the PBC schedules and stuff, but they've given some of the most amazing fights I've ever seen. It's just
I wanted to add to your point what you were saying. I mean, the reason why we're seeing all that is because that they're pulling all these better fights out of their ass now because they got to,
they have
because
exactly
they're trying to,
that co-promotion thing with Tank. Do you really think that they wanted to do that, bro? They didn't want to fucking do that shit.
No,
who really wanted that fight was Ryan.
Do you think they wanted to make the Caleb Plant Canelo fight? No,
they did. but they wanted it to strictly be on.
No,
They
they
got what they
wanted to
wanted.
make that fight. They wanted to make that fight because
$1,000,000%, bro. Can you imagine, bro, the revenue that they like, bro? Come on, a Canelo fight is like pretty much winning the lottery.
Hear me out. The reason why I think that why I don't think they wanted it at the PBC like that was this. You gotta remember there was other people at the PBC, namely Floyd Mayweather, the minstrel show himself, had a lot of that stuff invested in it because he lost a lot of money off for having to pay Canelo. Why do you think he was so he was so dismissive and so and hating on him so incessantly after the fight? Because bro, he lost money. He lost money having to do that. The PBC wanted it because at the end of the day, they're sinking ship. But like, really, not everybody at the PBC wanted it. But I feel
that's kind of speculation based, though.
No way, bro. No way. That's bro. I'm being honest with you, bro. I'm being real with you. Factually, they wanted the Canelo fight. They didn't want it to be a co-promotion. They didn't want it to be anything to do with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, or anything like that. They strictly wanted that fight because obviously to guarantee somebody 45 million, bro, you can't just pull that shit out of your ass, bro. All of that money goes into an escrow.
Should have just sent Caleb to the zone. That's what should have did.
No, why would they do that? They want to make money. They're getting sponsorships. You're getting all that. Listen, everything.
They're not getting it. They're not getting. It looks good on paper, but that doesn't drive subscriptions. That doesn't bring in ad revenue. It's behind the paywall. It's just to give Showtime. I'm biased at it.
The international distribution.
Although that was DAZN. All that shit Showtime is doing is just to keep the lights on another quarter and then another quarter. Their boxing content is not driving subscribers up. It's down. The ratings are down each year. So all the things, if they can just show, okay, we didn't lose no money this quarter, and we're not in the red, but we're not in the black, really. So,
how do they expect to be in the up and up and up when those specific fighters
they're not going to be in the
2-3 times a year are only fighting once?
Because the macro conversations are this: Paramount, CBS, they're consolidating. Like, they're getting rid of a lot of content. It's just Steven Espinosa is just doing what he can to keep his 6-figure fucking paydays annually and his stock vested. That's it. They're not trying to grow the sport. They're not trying to make it better on Showtime. It's just how long can I sustain my job so I can cash out my stock, and when Paramount merges or they get sold off as an asset, because the stock's tanking. The fucking dividend went from 80 cents to fucking 4 cents.
I just want to bring up this guy Castro KTX, bro. What he's saying is this is what they want exclusively for themselves, so they can manipulate numbers as they feel needed, with no entitled onlookers. And that's exactly the shit I'm saying, bro. It's like they wanted the Canelo fight. Of course, any promotional network wants Canelo, bro. It's like I said, it's like winning the lottery, bro. The bread that you get at the end.
You're
of the
right, but the funny shit I laugh at is people are like, "Well, we guarantee Canelo this." Like, you can't guarantee Canelo money that it's his money already. He's the walking ATM. He's
motherfuckers will sit there and say, "We offered Canelo 50 million." No, Canelo gonna get that with or without you, bro. It's not that you offering him that; it's that he's good for that. Take Canelo out of it. You still got 50 M's? Is David Benavidez, he gonna get 50 M's when he fight Morrell?
No, he'll get 2 M's.
About that whole thing, it was Benavidez representatives have offered Canelo what was it, 45? Was it 46 million or something guaranteed? Which is obviously less than what they'd offered him last time for the 2-fight deal.
Last time it was 55 M's. Last year it was 55 M's for Benavidez. You come back the following year with less money, and I'm supposed to take you serious. Less money with a 5-6 day deadline. Come on, B. Like,
when I just made, what did he make for Triple G and fucking Bivol? He hit the Forbes list again.
Because and when I post the shit, when I post the zone saying, yo, you know that pay-per-view sold $1 million, these motherfuckers really want to split hairs like this is not Canelo Alvarez. This is Canelo, bro. The fucking fight with John Ryder, 450,000. Don't believe me? World Boxing News. Look it up. The number's right there. 450,000 with John Ryder, bro.
Didn't millions of people watch it in Mexico?
And didn't you have a live correspondent there at the fight?
His name was Drew. He's touching titties and touching ass.
And the funny shit is the most hilarious shit is that they try to do all this flim flam when, bro, this is Canelo's money. I told Samson and his fucking nickel and dime son, you guys don't even have a gross revenue in your own company that equals one Canelo fight. You guys don't generate 40 million a year.
There is not a single fight that Samson Lukowicz can make that will not one. All right. What you about to do is you about to fight a Cuban guy nobody knows with 9 fights, and you need Canelo's name to sell it. Because without him, bro, by all rights, let's be real here. I'm a boxing fan. I don't mind the Morrell fight, but in reality, you should be fighting Bivol. That's reality. If you can't get Canelo, why not fight the man that beat him? He not fighting nobody right now. He needs somebody to fight. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him.
That's
bet you won't. Bet you won't.
Bro, but he's not
you a monster, right? You the boogeyman, right?
Fucking monster, right? You the boogeyman? Oogie.
Lobster.
and let's go out. I'll go out on a limb.
You think I'm gonna celebrate these sucker ass moves? You are mistaken. Ain't you the one that after that fight you said, "Yo, I would knock Bivol out"? Show and prove, then, bro. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him. Nah, you fighting a dude with 9 fights, trying to okey doke me. My ass.
Let's go see you. Let's go see all your supporters, fans. Put a pay-per-view Put a pay-per-view on with Bevo. See if you can get a quarter mil of pay-per-view buys.
Bro, as soon as the WBC put that fool as a number 1 contender to the 175 belt, they called Mauricio right away and told him that it was a mistake. They lost the belt to Taco Tuesday, but he's gonna make weight.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Please put me back on the super middleweight.
I would like to be able to support him, but all I see the last 4 years from David is sucker shit. You lost the belt to Coke, then you lost it to Carnitas, then they put you number 1 at 175, and you said, no, we don't want Artur. We want to stay at super middle.
Please, Mr. Solomon, I don't want you to go over here.
Please, no. You don't want to fight nobody, bro.
Now they're going to fuck around, and they're going to have to fight Jaime Munguia.
Jules.
Bro, and I say, Jaime's a bigger draw than him.
It's not a bad fight. I'm mad at that.
That would be
no, it's not a bad. That's a good fight. That'll do very well in California, Texas, Arizona.
Yeah, but the shit is that you know why it's not real? Because they won't admit that Jaime is a bigger draw.
Oh yeah,
most people don't know that. Like, yo, Jaime sells tickets. Don't like we can say whatever we want to say about who he fight. For whatever reason, that motherfucker sells tickets. David, you not even on his lap. Like, no, you not.
He's not. And
don't fuck with you like that.
And if they fight, Jules, what commission is going to what commission is going to be the house fighter for? It's all, Jaime gets scorecards. We've seen that plenty of times, yo.
Well, the shit is that because they're so close together, there's no belt on the line. Like, I could tell you, you probably do $1 million or close to $1 million pay-per-view with that fight. Or for the Mexican, or for the Mexican dollar, I'm not playing with you.
Nah.
I'm telling you, I'm not playing with you. You don't understand. You don't understand. If you get them two together, it's not that they worth that apart. If you get them together, all the Chicanos, all the Mexican Aztec Quetzalcoatl spirits, all the dead motherfuckers in the Mayan temples, they're gonna crawl out the ground and go to that fight. I'm trying to tell you.
People don't actually understand this concept. They don't understand the concept that when you get two marketable fighters, obviously Canelo's different, AJ is different. They're just marketability on their own. But how Ryan and Tank was so successful is because you had two different types of marketable fighters together with two fan bases on their own. Even if they, you know what I mean. If it was, people will pay for fights that they want to see. That's basically.
Look at Fury and Wilder, the second fight. They came close to $1 million with that second fight. 800,000. They came close to $1 million, bro. Apart, you know they ain't worth that kind of bread. Like apart, they weren't doing them kind of numbers any stretch. But together, when they came together, that made synergy. And I'm telling you, I'm not playing with you. If you could put David in the ring with Jaime, motherfuckers will go, yo, all the Mexican spit.
Man, tell him. You put
Yo,
David.
the ghost of Salvador Sanchez will referee the fight.
Come on, Jules. You put David and Jaime on a Mexican Independence Day Cinco de Mayo in Texas. Come on, man.
I'm like, I know it sounds crazy because hold on. I know it sounds crazy because a lot of guys don't do numbers like that, but I'm telling you, the right fight will get you the right price, bro. Yeah, and that's one of them. Another one that they could have did, but they never did, that would have did retarded numbers, even though individually neither guy's a draw, is Zerto versus Benavidez before Zerto lost to Bivol. That fight would have did stupid numbers. But y'all frittered it away chasing around the same guy. It can't all be about Canelo. These stupid motherfuckers don't want to understand. You can't put it all on one guy because he can only fight you one at a time. What are you doing in between that time? Nothing.
They're painting their fingernails like Andre.
Fucking weirdo.
Good God.
Jules, can I just plug this real quick? Just talking about potential opposition. I actually broke it with my interview with Shane McGuigan when I actually asked him what Chris Billam-Smith's next move was. There's actually serious whispers and somewhat of a conversation that I've heard that Chris Billam could potentially get a quote-unquote special fight with Canelo.
I'm going to tell you what, bro. I'm going to tell you what, bro. I don't know what Ben is going to do, but I know what he should do. And this might ruffle some feathers, but real is real. I don't got no hair on my tongue. Ain't no motherfucking money in an Okoli rematch. And you shouldn't even make it. That title, Chris Billam-Smith having that title is better for boxer and better for the division than running it back with Lawrence. Send Lawrence to heavyweight, bro. I am sorry, but that's reality, bro.
Where it does make money, Jules, what I will say, where it does make money, and what Lawrence obviously had said in the presser is, if they do run it back in Bournemouth again before the summer ends, it will generate the gate. I'll just say that. But
you see what you put the handicap on it. Yeah, it got to be in Bournemouth. Yeah, I know. Motherfucking Chris Billam-Smith could fight a head cold in Bournemouth and sell out. That's the point. You don't need Lawrence. As long as Chris is in Bournemouth, he'll sell. So get him Arsene Goulamarian.
My brother, you're out there. Who on a Saturday night is saying, I can't wait to see Lawrence Okoli fight?
Yeah, I can't get this blowjob.
Okay, I'm not
Lawrence is fighting tonight. I can't.
Like, I mean, fellas, I tried to watch that Okoli Chris, bruh. I got 4 rounds in. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't finish.
I'm not even gonna try to get laid tonight because Lawrence is fighting. Let me stop.
Fellas, do you know how many clinches I counted by the end of the 4th round? Okoli clinched
AJ, on my
at least 60 times.
That drinking
60 times.
For real?
At the end after 4 rounds.
In Lawrence's last fight, in his boxer debut, right? And I played that. Remember, AJ, I told you on my space, we played the drinking game. Every time he clinched, we had to drink.
Oh fuck.
I woke up 3 days in the park.
I'm not trying to knock Lawrence, but if we're objective, listen, most of your career you actually fought on Sky. Most of it. You had the best promoter in the world promoting you. And if none of that was able to turn you into a draw, then Boxer don't need that rematch. Boxer needs Chris Billam-Smith versus Arsene Goulamarian in Bournemouth for the WBA and WBO titles. That's what they need.
And once Riyadpour beats Jayo Pataya,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Look, what's working for Richard? Jay ain't fought since that Breeders fight.
That's true. That's
what's working for Richard. If he would have fought between then and now, I'd have been like, all right.
Yeah, shit. Oh, damn, he hasn't fought since that fight.
I just want to give a shout out, though, fellas. I just want to give a shout out, though, real quick. With all the chicanery going around, we got a fighting man fighting tomorrow in Australia.
Right? Tim Tszyu.
Future world champion. No matter how you slice a future world champion. No matter how.
Let me read the super chat. Shout out to my man M.A. Bustamante. Shout out to Ring in the Panel. What's the bet on T.O. showing up to court with his belt?
Gold
Senior is
too.
still
I
can't
need
stop.
Tio Senior in the gold suit.
Oh man.
Put up the picture. Put it up.
Yo.
Gotta put it
Oh
up.
shit! I gotta put the
Oh.
pitch up. I gotta get the
Oh,
picture now.
don't
I
do
gotta
it.
get
Oh,
the
don't do it.
picture.
Oh God.
Let me see. I gotta get the picture. Where did I put it?
Cambosos!
Cambosos! Bro, that's how they gonna go to court. That's how they gonna go to court. Shout out to Donald Banks. Bro, I have not heard anyone talk about Nicholas Walters coming back and fighting at 140 March 25th of this year. I heard about that shit.
He's coming back?
He came
He did
back,
already.
bro.
Oh.
He came back, but he came, bro. This dude, he came back at 140. He used to fight at featherweight.
Damn.
Yeah, he
This
knocked
dude
out
fat as
Lorenzo.
fuck now,
Yeah, I
bro.
almost died.
Did he
I
win?
almost died.
Yeah, no, he won. He won.
Oh, okay.
You know, I will say this: whoever gave Tio the advice to, like, you know what, retire so you can. It looks like in 1 year you haven't made no money. You're barely making this when you go to divorce court.
No, that's
How
a
is he
good
not
play.
making money, bro? Tio has fought 3 times in 10 months, bro. Like
They
how's
don't
he
go
not
after
making
that.
money?
No, he's saying that basically, if he waits to fight until after the divorce is finalized, it's a good play, which it is. Because if you fight now, she gonna take half of whatever
Yeah,
you
she get
make
half your shit.
now.
She get half your
So
shit, yeah.
fuck that. Like, fuck that
never.
shit. Sit out.
Never.
Shit, if anything, make a OnlyFans porno. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Because
find you a
he's gonna
joint in the
play it.
audience.
What I'm hearing, he's gonna play it right. Like, I haven't fought. My mental health. I got to figure out another way to support myself, but I want I had joint custody of my son. It's a smart move. Finally, he got some smart advice.
Jules,
real.
what do you think about OnlyFans in boxing?
I think that it's you got to get it how you live. It's not an angle. It's not an angle that everybody can use. I'm going to be objective here. Every fighter has different things working for them. Some fighters, right? They're comfortable in their own skin, and that they could do that. Other fighters, they got other things working for them. So I don't have a problem with any fighter that uses that as an avenue of opportunity for an extra arm of revenue. There's nothing wrong with that, because it's not like it's a requisite anyway. Some fighters have OnlyFans, some don't. Some have corporate sponsorships, some don't. Some probably take their purse, buy a couple of birds, and flip them. You never know. That's what Adrian Broner said he did, right? He said he was flipping birds and shit over there where he at, where he from. So you got to get it how you live. I ain't
Anybody
mad
know
at it.
if anybody know if Sugar Nicks has one?
You know Gareth A. Davis.
Yeah, she does actually.
I'm sure a whole bunch of fellas would love to Alicia had one, but you know.
Jules, funny that you
behave, y'all. It's a family.
Jules, funny that you say that, right?
Can we not speak about Alicia as if she's like some cheap piece of meat? Okay.
No, I said a whole bunch of fellas would love if she did that. I'm not speaking like she's a cheap piece of meat. She's a classy lady.
But I'm gonna say that Alicia don't need that because she got modeling contract, endorsements. She don't need that. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if she go to the WWE. Like she
Yeah,
like. And I'm not knocking nobody. Like, if you could get money doing that, by all means get it, because shit is not free out here. If you got some horny ass guy that's willing to subscribe to you and you ain't even got to do nothing, man, go ahead, man.
Okay, so what you saying is, Jules, if they could fart in a jar and sell it.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
No, that shit's real though. I saw a girl made like $100,000 selling her farts.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my
She
God.
did. And she went to the hospital because she was like doing too many farts.
Man,
like,
what simps buying that
I'm
shit?
trying to look like in an era where this is not
Errol
like
Spence could sell his farts to boxing Twitter.
This is not like the era. This is not like the era that I grew up in, where you used to have to go buy a video for some porn. The porn is in your phone. It is free.
Literally.
And you still gonna pay a listen, you deserve to get your money took. You deserve it.
Well,
You're a
what do
fucking
you
idiot.
what do you think Errol Spence
Jules, we
groupies
were
would pay
born in the
for?
1900s, bro, where people kept farts to themselves, bro.
Exactly.
And now we live in
Listen,
an era
Errol could
where you can
ejaculate
spread
in
over
a
that,
sock.
bro.
Errol could ejaculate in a sock, and the forklift driver would be the first one bidding on it. 500. I got 500. That dude is weird, bro.
I got 5 on it.
Yo, just funny that you say that. The Adrian Broner story. I was talking to one of my OGs who was in the music industry. And he would say like, some of these artists would get their events and they put that in the street, and because sometimes their shit can get shelved, or their album's not going to come out for a while now, so they got to do what they got to do.
Or
So,
they
like-
owe money in the streets to the dude that did their first demo.
I mean, look, that's a smart flip. If you take your advance and you put it in the streets and you get back double, that's a smart flip because that extra. All right, now I got my advance because the funny shit is the advance is not even really your money. You owe that. They fronting you that. They fronting you that for music video, studio time, etc., etc. But if you take that, flip it, now I got that back, and I got this, and I'm gonna flip this, and I still got that to give y'all to spend on the studio time. That's smart, bruh. That's how you supposed to do that. That y'all fronted me 500,000, watch me turn that into an M. Then I'm gonna take this 500,000, keep it in the streets, and I'm gonna take this 500,000 and cut this record. That's how you supposed to do that. You know what I mean? But everybody's not enterprising like that. A lot of motherfuckers, especially in the late 90s and early 2000s, we all really thought rappers were rich. We ain't not like motherfuckers is not rich, fam. They ain't got money like that.
Virtuoso's backstage. Wait, just let you know.
Yeah, people actually thought their net worth, what they Googled, was what they had in their account, bro. Like, don't ever lie to yourselves, bro. That is not their net worth. Is different to the shit that they have.
All the kids in the street really thought these dudes was like millionaires and all of that before we realized the way it's set up that the label gonna give you bread, but that's just for your studio. That's for your studio. In other words, they're giving you a budget to get your shit going, right? Other than that, your real money, it comes from the tour. It don't even come from the album sales. It comes from the tour. That's where you really get your money.
That bonus they gave the sign, that's not spending money.
I just found a story. Well, I think I found out on Instagram that they're giving minor league players advancement money.
Wow.
For real. For Major League Baseball, man, if you don't even make it to the league and yet you still owe them money, that's some fucked up shit.
It's like that, like anybody that thought that we, because back in the day, it was really based off of the lyrics. Because you hear all these lyrics and they talking all this fly shit, and when you young, you believe in that shit, not realizing, Brody, you broke. You probably got a couple $100,000 at best. You ain't sitting on no M's. You poor. Say that shit, Chris.
You poor.
Fucking poor, yo. We was believing that in 97, 98, 90. We believing that bullshit.
Speaking of which, did anybody see the jewelry that Devin Haney just bought?
I mean,
oh boy,
geez. I ain't gonna preach, man. I ain't gonna preach.
Why do people it's smart to have your money in assets? You know that
those are not assets. They depreciate in value, and most of the jewelry that these guys are selling is fake anyway.
Yeah, but he's actually. There's talks of Haney obviously signing with Skills Challenge.
I'm not gonna preach.
Dude, they're not giving him.
Hold on. I'm not gonna preach. If you want to spend $500,000 in something that won't make you $500,000, go ahead.
Not only that, but I mean, is he really gonna wear that out?
Everybody else does it. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, like that. But it's like, oh,
I say that about everybody. Drew, how long you been telling me? How long I've been saying that? It's insane to me what people are paying for shiny rocks they find in the dirt. That shit, it's a shiny rock that you find in the dirt. That's all it is. A diamond ain't nothing but a shiny rock in the dirt.
My question is who are you even impressing? Because it's like,
I don't know.
I feel like it's just trying to be a rapper or something like that. I'm like, okay, maybe.
Well, you could take
that $400,000 and open up a Devin Haney laundromat. That'll make you money.
Like why not invest that into something that's going to make you more money? You know what I mean?
That shit is not making you. I'm telling you, that shit is not making you no money. And you say, oh, I could always sell it and get some money back. Yeah, but you're not gonna get what you spent though. We know that. Like, you're not gonna get what you spent. No, if you paid four, I don't know, maybe you'll get one or 200,000. You see, Boosie just sold his Rolls Royce. And I bet you he paid more for it than he got.
Fellas, real quick, I need y'all to send some good wishes. I got a first date with a ginger tonight. So
I ain't mad at that. Hey, Drew, tell me if the carpet matched the drapes. Does the carpet match the drapes?
Drew, hit it once for me, okay? Hit it once for me.
All right. Quick question, man. Do you think Devin is even going to wear that stuff in public? I mean, people get killed.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
Look, he probably could wear it in Dubai because it ain't no broke people in Dubai. Don't get it twisted. Like it's all long money out there. So yeah, like he'll be alright. And once again, I'm not preaching. I'm not preaching. All I could say about it is, if somebody asks me about it, do I see the point? Nah, not really. But it is what it is. You know, he a young guy. If that's how he want to blow his dough, it is what it is. There's not like it's not for me to critique. All I'm saying is, a lot of the jewelry that's out there, it is fake. A lot of it is fake. A lot of the shit the rap has been, a lot of that shit is fake. That's one. Two, even if it's real, it's depreciating in value anyway. When you go to get your money back, because at some point you might, that shit ain't gonna be worth what you paid. That's two. Three, there's better things to do with that amount of money. And this is just what I think. What he does is his own business. I'm not blasting him. But if it's me, 450,000, you literally have more startup money than your average startup business. Literally. Literally. You could open up Devin Haney Laundromat, Devin Haney Chicken Spot, Devin Haney Dry Cleaners, you know what I mean? Devin Haney Corner Store, you know what I mean? You could do a lot with that 450,000 that'll turn it into more. That's all I'm saying. And I say that about any and every young guy that buys jewelry, not just him. I say that about everybody. Like, I don't see the value in that.
Like we're you know, we're obviously being born in the later lats of the 1900s, where we understand obviously the value of stuff, and it's just youths like Jules, man, like all the young youths do this stuff.
Look,
like,
Elon, let
let
me put it another way. Elon got more money than you will ever have, right? Jeff Bezos got more money than you will ever have. So why? And they dress regular. You can't tell them shit. You cannot tell them shit. Now, I'm not knocking nobody's style. All I can tell you is my own mind frame that, all right, well, look, if I have 450,000, I would probably sooner put that in real estate or something I could flip later on. That it's mine right now, right? It's mine right now. And then I could flip it later. I could make some improvements, add value to the house, and then I could flip it later whenever I want. That I would sooner do that than waste it on that, because jewelry, I don't get the concept of it. There was a time when that symbolized social status, you know, in many, many decades and centuries ago. And that's what resonates here today, that like that's kind of where that desire to have that comes from. But here today, that ain't nothing but rocks and metal from the dirt. That's all it is. That's it. It don't mean shit. Now, it is what it is. He's a young guy. He gonna do young guy shit. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying I could not take 400,000 and spend it on that. I couldn't.
Can you imagine? That's my ancestors would be fucking like all my days, bro. They visit man's dreams. Like, are you crazy, bro? Like,
because you could easily take that, put it, you know, get you a house, a fixer upper. You could fix up a couple of houses with that or whatever, then flip both them bitches. Now you done turned that money into more money. You could easily do that because it's your money. You literally have more startup than most people in America that start up a business. You know what I mean? You play it right. Yo, we ain't even going to use our money. We got this money, so we good for it. Let's go to the bank. We're going to use their money. We're going to get a loan. And we can pay them. What? We have the money. We can pay them. We're going to use their money. And we're going to just keep flipping these houses or keep flipping it. Everything is a flip. Because he has that to blow, that fuck you money. Oh, you could do mad shit to where when you retire, you ain't never even got to dream about no money. You ain't got to do none of that. You set up.
I'm gonna waste it all on rocks.
And shout out to Terrence Crawford because he lives a real humble life.
Honorable mention to Spency. Spency's got a farm, bro. I swear Spency's got a farm.
Okay,
no,
that's you got a ranch. You got a ranch, don't he?
But I'm not going to knock him or his ranch. Like that's good. You got horses and shit, chickens and shit, laying eggs. Yeah. Believe it, no, that's not bad. Especially not now. Especially not now. Motherfuckers pumping GMOs into tomatoes and shit. Like, nah, do your thing, Spence. Do your thing. When you retire one day, you got that ranch. You can keep it. You can sell it, but you got it. You got
Shout
it.
out to my guy Smokey. Chisora has a farm. Shout out my guy Chisora, fellow Zimbabwean.
That's another thing. Chisora got real estate for those that
Get a
don't
farm.
know.
I want a farm. Jules, do you want a farm?
See,
I wish I did.
Did anybody see Crawford's interview or Sway?
I didn't see you. I seen the Charlemagne and DJ Envy one.
No,
I saw the breakfast.
Sway in the morning did the same day. That man made some mean rounds that day.
Yo, that's how you do that. Where's Errol, man? Why he not doing
Flight got
it?
delayed. Errol was supposed to be on the Breakfast Club with him, but the flight got delayed.
Yo, I'm biased. Best part from the Charlemagne interview. I just don't know if you heard Errol. Was he hurt in his last fight? Yeah. Do you think I hit harder than his last opponent? Yeah. Okay, the case closed.
Yeah, but you talking. Yeah, but you talking to guys. Remember, you talking to the beige rage, bro, and you talking about. You talking to Charlemagne, bro.
He
like
low-key Spence fan. He low-key Spence fan.
Alex Gaz is asking you to drop the link.
Charlemagne knows nothing about boxing. Charlemagne.
That's what I'm saying. Like Charlemagne gonna say that. Like it's cool. Let them and don't discourage them either. Let fans be fans. Like don't discourage them. Don't let them bash them. If you think that Spence gonna win, hey, don't even tell me. Tell your
right.
Yep.
Thank you.
No, his reasoning is fucking awful.
By the way, Jules, that quote should be immortalized. Don't tell me, tell your bookie.
For real.
Bro, he literally compared Ugas beating Crawford in the amateurs to fucking to Spence beating him in the pros.
Then let him lose his money. Go ahead, lose your money, bro. Now I'm gonna go heat up my steak. I'll be right back.
Bring
filet mignon or New York steak?
This a New York steak. I got a 16 ounce. I didn't eat all of it. I didn't eat all of it in the restaurant, so I'm about to kill that right in front of y'all.
Jules, I got a New York steak.
I like my steak.
Hey, hold up. What kind of steak we talking about though? This shit matters.
New York, man.
New York steak, bro.
Fucking medium rare. Or what we doing?
Hell yeah, medium rare.
Medium rare.
Medium rare with a sour cream and horseradish mix for the dip, man.
It's got mad peds in it. That's how I like my steak. Medium rare and no.
Guys, well, you know what's funny? Charlemagne
extra computer, bro.
What about Charlemagne, Chris?
You know what's funny?
Everything.
Charlemagne and Envy talk all this shit, but mainly Charlemagne, right? You know, he was talking about the Ugas fight, and I looked at him and I said, like, oh, this guy's a fucking clown. But isn't it funny that Terence Crawford, little man's Shakur Stevenson is busting Ugas' ass in sparring?
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
I don't read too much into sparring sometimes because they spar for certain reasons. That's why I don't jump over. I don't jump over. I don't jump over. I don't jump over.
It was still funny to see, though. It was still funny to see.
About that interview, though, is when Charlemagne asked Crawford, "Hey, he said, is there a rematch clause?" And he's like, "Yeah." He said, "Are you going to exercise it?" And Crawford said, "Who?" You tried it. Nah, not me. That shit was hilarious. I actually had to take that clip and put it on my page because when he asked him,
Charlemagne moves fucking weird.
I don't care about that. Listen, he does what he does, and he does it well. So that's in the story. But that was fun.
He's a shock jock. He's a shock jock.
Yeah, but it was hilarious when he asked Terence Crawford if he was going to exercise the rematch clause. That was hilarious because Crawford looked at him and said,
"You know what? The disrespect, bro, is mad, bro. Like that was fucking crazy." Terence, like,
I mean, listen, that's gamesmanship. He thinks Errol Spence is going to win, and he stood on that square. So I have no problem with it whatsoever. Actually, it made it entertaining because that part was hilarious. I had to take the clip and put it on my page, even though I had to get a copyright, no strike, but I get a copyright from iHeart. But I just wanted that on my page because it was that damn funny.
Rebel, my guy. I mean, the only thing is that Charlemagne he doesn't really have a very good track record, like ever, with picking.
Well, that's great. Pick Spence then.
I've been watching The Breakfast Club for years, bro. Like from the UK as well, and it's like he's just he's so biased.
He's a super casual. He's a super casual.
Blinds him, and what he forgets is that he's on national radio, bro. Syndicated, all of this thing. People hear him. It's recorded, and these bad takes are. You can go and search it for yourselves, guys. Like,
but you gotta remember, Charlemagne represents a mindset of people that are warped, and a lot of people who are grossly misinformed. That's just what it is.
And it doesn't make no difference if he's right or wrong because his position. what makes him popular is not about him being right and being correct about things. It's just about being shocking for the moment. So it doesn't make a difference. I
He's
don't
not
even
like how he used to be anyway, to be honest. How he used to be savage, bro. That guy.
I miss that Charlemagne though.
Everybody does, but he even said, he's like, what did he say the other day? I've gone through a journey of mental health and this and da da da, and you know, he's different. And,
Yeah,
and
no,
to be honest, everybody changes.
I don't
man.
believe it. I believe that's all cap. I believe this. No, I don't. I believe it's just, you know, he's just bullshit. There's a lot of just smoke and mirrors. He's now tapped in with that DNC Democratic Party type nonsense, and you know, now he wants his son move up the degrees, however you want to see it, and you know, he has to temper himself to not offend the higher ups that he's beholden to. Because trust me, you getting a Hillary Clinton interview, you're not just going to get that interview off the strength of you just being the Breakfast Club. You got to do things to get that. You feel me?
Yeah, but bro, after that Ray J interview, I listened to it to this day,
That
bro.
shit is
Like
hilarious.
every time I'm feeling sad, every time I hear, "Are we live? Are we live?" Man, I want to send my guys who like guys to go
Ray J
get
still
that.
around?
Bro.
Hold on a second, though. I probably could get a Hillary Clinton interview though on the real shit. Like if I really was really on that and really wanted it, I probably could get a Hillary Clinton interview. My grandmother took care of her father. I'm from Arkansas.
No kidding.
But
I'm from Arkansas. My grandmother. If
I ain't gonna hold you. I would ask you questions about Mina Park, Arkansas, and the train tracks where them kids was, but I don't want no problems coming your way, and definitely.
I don't have no answers coming your way either. How about that?
I like that. I like that a lot. Brother.
I don't have no answers. I don't have the answers, Sway. Now,
I don't
listen,
have the answers.
You ain't
I
got
don't
the
got
answers, Sway.
I don't got the questions.
Sway, you ain't got
I
the
don't
answers.
got the questions or the answers. Now check this out. Yesterday, I was, you know, I don't mention nobody else's channel when I'm on people's channel. I rather respect, but I had some heavy duty, because there's a difference between it being a Spence fan, but it's one thing about being a Spence fan Bud hater. A Spence fan Bud hater operates on a whole different level.
Oh my God!
I had them tell me that Terrence Crawford ducked pretty much everybody. They said he ducked Danny Garcia, he ducked Thurman, he only was forced to, and I was like, oh my God, the cap is so ridiculous. So I had to do a video this morning about it. It's really simple. And nobody wants to admit this. Danny Garcia was offered his highest guaranteed ever to fight Terrence Crawford. He said no because Bowser was not in the business of doing top-ranked business, and he went and fought Adrian Granados for a little bit more than 1/4 of the pay. That's one. Then you got then you got Scotty Thurman, aka one time used to be a Time.
He didn't want that smoke.
He rumored to want $10 million.
You were in? Was it like Alcoholics Anonymous, bro? Because they sounded wild. Like what? Man,
It's a Spence party. You know what I mean? It's a Spence party. Ain't nothing but an Aero Spence party.
I mean, but oh, Jules, you bastard.
Medium rare.
That looks medium now, though.
It ain't gotta be rare. It's more pink in real life.
Yeah.
It's more pink in real life.
I mean, we're happy. Wait, yo, fellas, but we're happy cracking up about Keith is like y'all hear him say, "Oh, I give the match my blessing. I can't be upset." Well, you could have fought them both, you idiot.
Well, as long as he gave it his blessing, that's all I fucking care about.
Bro, the wild shit to me is that he think that it needs his blessing. Like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, yo.
You could have fought them both, you jackass. Like,
everybody on the panel, man. Big love to us, bro, for always having me on.
Crawford haters.
I'm out, guys. Peace.
That's a big difference, man.
All right, later, Rico. Bless up, man.
Peace, bro.
All right, Rico. All this arguing that these guys is having, right? I'm not entertaining it no more because I know why y'all arguing. You're fucking scared. The fight is here. The fight is made. The fuck is there to argue about? The fuck you still worried? The fuck you still arguing about who Terrence did fight, didn't fight? He bought the fight, Spence, ain't he? We gonna find out. You fucking nervous. That's all it is.
Crawford
you nervous.
Crawford said himself at the press conference. He said, "What does that matter? We here now." Who the fuck cares? We're here now. Let's go.
For real. Fuck, I'm gonna worry about. Oh, he ain't he about to fight Errol? Yeah. So what's the problem? And he older than Errol, right? Right. And he don't got no resume according to y'all, right? He ain't fight shit.
One now.
So this should be easy then, right?
Hey,
so
Jules,
if it's
he too small, right?
You know what it reminds me of?
Small, right? You gonna just body bag him, right? All right.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of what's to come. If Canelo and Charlo fight, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna sit here and be like,
I don't want that fight, man. I don't want that fight. There's only one.
Hey, cool, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, this ain't about who wants it or not. I'm just going off of if it happens, right? You feel me, fam?
No
so
doubt.
If it happens, we all know there's gonna be these people that are gonna be like, oh, he want to fight him because he didn't fight for 2 years. But I'm gonna be like, hold up,
bro. People already saying that on Twitter yesterday. That's all people were saying. That's all they were complaining
I
about.
was on. Hold on. Let me. I'm a witness.
Let me finish
I
what
was
I'm
on
saying,
this,
fam.
bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish what I'm saying, fam. So I'm like, these same people who are complaining about him, oh, you fight him because he rested for 2 years. And I'm like, hold up. Y'all the same cats for the whole entirety of that 2 years was saying he was ducking. And on top of that, right, y'all called him a fraud, a hype job. He ain't fight nobody. But now that he's fighting your boy Charlo, now you're like, oh, he want to fight him after a 2-year rest. Bro, make up your fucking mind, son. Same thing with Crawford Spence.
The shit is they on some pussy shit. They don't beat these fights that they talk about, right? Especially the Spence fans. They didn't want Terrence to ever get this fight. Make no mistake. They would have been happy if they went their whole life and that fight didn't happen. That's why they keep arguing. You're not going to see me arguing about who did this. And I don't got to do that no more. The fight is made, right? Right. So what we arguing about? We going to find out. Y'all motherfuckers is arguing because you're nervous. You know, he did it. Bro, they offered Danny 3 M's, bro. Guaranteed. With a pay-per-view upside. He didn't get 3 M's guaranteed fighting Errol. Look it up. The numbers is out there. He didn't get that fighting Errol.
Nope.
Moreover, it's not either or. That's how they treat these things, as if it's either or. It's not either or. If they offered you Bud in 2019, if you like your chances, fight him. If you win, Spence ain't going nowhere. You're right there.
Can I just state that I was in a space with those guys that said, is Charlo gonna pull a Leonard over Hagler? I swear to God.
What?
I was in a space. Now, let me repeat myself. I was in a space with those guys that said the name of the space is called "Will Charlo pull a Leonard over Hagler?"
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, but Jules, you just said that how the Spence fans are nervous that this fight is happening. That's why they're complaining.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Like, or fantasy protection program. They want to act like, I mean, like they want to act like in their minds and their fantasies that Spence will beat Crawford, but they're afraid of it actually happening because, oh God, no, that would just be terrible. So therefore, they just want to keep acting like, oh, he will in their fantasies. Fantasy protection program.
Yo,
there's fights that they never wanted. That's one of them. That's a fight that they never wanted.
Yep.
The closest I could equate this to, because like I said, I've seen this before. Lomachenko, Rigo. When they fought, oh, Rigo gonna do him like he did Amagasa. Oh, he gonna break his jaw. And then when the fight got made, oh, why he want to fight him now? Why he want to bring him? Yo, you said he was gonna break his jaw. You said he was gonna break his jaw. Now you don't want it?
Then once Loma makes his ass quit, oh, what they say?
Energy change.
Crawford ain't fought nobody, ain't beat nobody, ain't done shit. What are you worried about? Bet the house on Spence then, if that's how you feel.
But they ain't about to do
I guess
that.
Spence is a nobody.
They ain't about to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you feel that way, that you arguing night and day with motherfuckers online, you feel that way, then bet on Errol. Bet large. If you really feel that way. You won't, though. You won't, because you don't feel that way.
Hey.
Bet you won't. I ain't gonna shit on Errol. I don't have to. They about to fight, right? Right. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta argue. They about to fight. If they wasn't about to fight, then we could argue. But they about to fight. What's the problem?
Yo, July 30th, bro. We gotta check, Jules. I think we need to check like on the radar, like how many people was put on suicide watch and all that. It's gonna be a large.
Twitter gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane, bro.
Gonna be bad people on suicide watch.
Trying to tell you, yo, a lot of motherfucking, a lot of Twitter, a lot of boxing channels, and a lot of boxing accounts. Yeah, they gonna start watching bare knuckle, bro.
You're gonna go dark.
Is it gonna be worse than when Wilder lost to Fury?
I think so.
It might be.
I
You
think
think it's
so.
gonna be worse than after the Pacquiao fans? Because that shit was bad, bro. Them Pacquiao, a lot of them Pacquiao fans, they were quiet, and I like, yo, bro. There was a piece on Facebook that I have not experienced, that I didn't experience up until that time, bro. That was like,
It's gonna be quiet, boy. It's gonna be tumbleweeds just flying all over the land. It's gonna look like an old western with nobody outside. Just tumbleweed.
They going to say that shit. Oh well, at least the fight happened. That's not what you was saying, bro. You was calling Bud a coward and all this extra shit. That's why. Look, I have to take my hat off to Errol. You were right, unbiased. I got to take my hat off to you. Unbiased. I will say that this year, unlike any other year before it, just watch the videos I did. Don't believe shit I say. Watch the videos I did from months ago. I said I think it's going to happen this year because Showtime needs it to happen. They need it to happen. They need big fights. They need to show Bob Backish and Paramount that it's worth investing in boxing. And the only way you could do that is with big numbers, big fights. So we eye to eye. But unbiased, to his credit, last year, because we talked about this last year, he said he's not going to fight Keith Thurman, man. He don't want that dude, bro. He's not going to fight.
They was trying to do a political play on him. That's why I was so upset with Errol Spence, because I came up knowing about Errol Spence before Terrence Crawford, but I looked at the fight as 50-50. But when Bud did what he did to Porter in the 10th round, that's when I said, okay, I think Bud's going to win the fight. But when all those negotiations happened, it left a foul taste in my mouth. I was upset with PBC. I was upset with Spence. And at that point, I had a dog in the fight. I started rooting for Bud. And especially after the disrespect I get from some of these aerosexual guys telling me, fuck my family, fuck me, I work for Burger King, even though I got a 6-figure salary, operating manager and all that shit. You know, I'm getting disrespected left and right. You know what I mean? So that's what made me get to where I'm at now, but Errol got his respect back, bottom line, because he stood on his square. He did not let them make him do what they wanted to do. He said,
you could tell.
Keith Thurman, I told you I'm not fighting him. Fuck him. I want Bud.
The fucking audio that got leaked last year between him and Stephen Espinoza, there was a communicator. He like, bro, it's like, I'm not fighting Thurman. I'm not fighting Thurman. This year, he was like, yo, they wanted me to go in another direction. I'm like, who is they? He said they. Who is they? They wanted you to fight Thurman. I figured that I think Errol has come to terms with, I might lose this fight. I might. But even if I do, I can respect myself if I lose. I can still respect that I tried. Ain't no shame in me losing to him. We adversaries. We the best two, the last two. It's all good. And if he lose, I'm not going to trash him. I am. I have to trash your fans, though.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I
gotta trash both of them. Here's why I gotta trash both of them. Because after the Jeff Horn fight, he fulfilled what you wanted him to do. He fulfilled that.
He got a belt.
Fulfilled that requirement. Get a belt and we'll fight. Then you moved the goalpost. You did all these things, and you did all of them. And it was an incessant annoyance for all of us to watch, knowing that this fight should have happened after the Jeff Horn fight. And it would have been even better for you because you were a lot healthier than what you are now.
And
also, Bud was not a fully acclimated welterweight yet. Now he is.
Let me finish.
Go ahead, Chris.
But after all that shit that you said, you can't just say, oh, I gave it the college try after all the bullshit that you said. And mind you, you're even in the press conference taking these jaded and unfounded, YouTube rhetoric points.
Wait, it might have took for him to realize that the advice, look, Wilder about to fight. Let me tell you what. The story is that Wilder about to sign a skills challenge, right?
And
And we see that Errol decided, nah, I'm going against the grain. I'm going to do what I want to do. Win, lose, or fall, I'm going to do what I want to do. It took a while for a lot of guys to get hip and realize they
And
not
all
giving
the
you.
motherfuckers was hip. They just have no motherfucking.
Nah.
because
You gotta be real that when you got the guy, right? Al Heyman developed a reputation for being the guy that built Floyd. Only real ones know Al didn't build Floyd. Floyd built Floyd. Al was just there. Al was just there to benefit.
If we want to say that, real talk, Jay Prince built Floyd.
I'm just saying, but you know what the reputation, what that? Oh, Al Heyman is this genius. So when you getting advice from this guy, yeah, you gonna be inclined to listen because of the magic, the movie magic. It took them a while to realize, yo, this dude is not, nah.
But he not real.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna keep taking it from him because this is the biggest fight of my career. If I go to junior middle, there ain't no substitute for this fight. And why shouldn't I fight him? Errol, the one that said it, he want to be a man of his word. That means something to him. Well, I respect that. I can respect that. Like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. I ain't gonna pick him to win either. But I can respect that. Like, I'm not gonna trash him if he lose. I am going to trash this. I might not sleep.
Jules, can I join?
My ire is reserved for those motherfuckers.
Like live. I need to do it with you live. I want to do like a live call out show.
Jules, post Spence, post the fight. Do the title of the live stream. Smashing Spence or Aerosexuals.
Pause.
Well, I got the aerosexual list too. I do tests over fandom. I got Bud Buddy test, aerosexual test. I got the Thirsty for Tank test. I got the ADD test, the Acting
There's
Donkey.
only one Spence fan that I'm gonna spare, and that's Carme. I'm gonna leave Carme. Nah, I'm gonna talk shit to Carme because I
got two other I'm gonna bust the chops too.
Because if the roles was reversed, I know she would talk shit to me. So I take that back. I am going to talk shit to Carme.
Yeah, but it's going to be loving shit talk though.
No. But I'm saying I respect what Errol did because I think he realized, yo, I got to do this. If I lose, it's not the end of the world if I lose. And I wish more of the fighters would realize that there ain't no money in your O. It's not. There's money in risking your O and maybe losing it, but there ain't no money in keeping it. It's not. Charlo got an O. What the fuck is he worth? Demetrius got an O. What the fuck is he worth?
Oh shit,
Let's keep it a buck, bro. Charlo really don't got an O. Matev Korobov really beat him, but like, let's whatever. I remember watching that fight with my brother. I was watching Korobov style on board. I said, "Damn, this motherfucker nice." But they robbed him because
Chris, you wanted something funny? I was watching that fight with my pops, and he had never heard of Matvey Korobov. Right? I said, man, Charles finna fucking watch this dude. Pat, like after the fight, he said, "Son, I like it. Who the fuck is this dude?"
Well, we fucking Charlo up. And
that just shows
there's no money.
Andy Lee really is though.
You got a lot of unbeaten guys, right? For example, David Adelaide got an O. Chisora got losses in the double digits. Who worth more money?
Hello.
There's no money in the O. There is no money in the O. The only money in the O is risking it. Regularly risking it. But ain't no money in keeping that shit. You see what I mean? So Errol losing that fight, that don't got to be the end of the world. Why should it be that way? Marvin Hagler had one loss before he even beat whatchamacallit.
Because Marvin Hagler never did the fuck shit that Earl Spence did.
He already had an L. Henry Armstrong had like 5 of them shits before he won a title. Like 4 or 5 losses.
All the great ones you're talking about.
Different era, bro.
Shit that Earl Spence did.
It's a different era, though, bro. We talking about money. Guys fought back then because they wouldn't get paid the same thing they're getting paid now. It's not the same era. You can't compare these older eras to now because these fighters are trying to get hip on game.
You know why I could compare it? You know why I could compare it? Because I'm showing you, just because you lose, don't mean it's the end of the world. It's not. It's not. Just because you lose, if you lose in a fight like that, that don't mean you a piece of shit. That don't mean you can't make more money. That don't mean that. But the way that some guys do business, they act like that. Like, bro, stop protecting your gamble, roll the dice, because that's what we here for. That's where the real money at. If you put on a show, it probably don't even matter if you win or lose. If you put on a show, it ain't gonna matter.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Isaac Cruz is not an unbeaten fighter. So why is like he's still being protected? You know what I mean? He's got 2 losses. He's got 2 losses.
If Smith don't get whitewashed or Bud don't get whitewashed, the second fight is gonna probably do, 1.5 times the amount that this first one does.
Mm-hmm. Now I will say that because I have the knockout and invalidly, I don't think there will be a rematch. I don't think that. I think that if I imagine a world where Bud knocked him out, and this is just hypothetical, I'm not talking shit, but hypothetically speaking, if I'm in a world where Bud done knocked him out, Errol not coming back right away. You know what he's going to do? He'll come back and fight Keith Thurman.
Yep. That's a tune-up fight. When he comes back.
Especially if Keith Thurman fight Ugas in August, like I'm hearing.
You know what I mean? It's the perfect setup that if Crawford knock him out, and it's like a bad knockout, you know what I mean? Like if he do him bad, if it happened that
horrible. I'm telling you,
He gonna spend some time on his ranch. He gonna go to Dubai, baby. Maybe
he gonna go to Dubai, baby.
You want to hurt boy bad, bro.
You're not going. You not gonna get because that's not how they do things over there. See, if it was Matchroom, then I would say they might run it back because it's rematch room. They all about the rematch. That's all the rematch clauses all day. That's how they do shit. PBC is not like that. Like it take them time to do a lot of shit. So I'm like, if he went in there, he got knocked out, he gonna fight this dude right away inside 12 months? Nah, I don't believe that. He'll take a year off, come back, fight Keith Thurman or some shit, and then he'll probably try to win a belt at 54. So that's how I see that, and that's okay, bro. It's okay to lose. It's okay to win. It's okay to lose, bro. But had a fight, because having a fight and losing is better than not having it at all. It's better for the sport. It's better for you. It's better for me. It's better for everybody. Having a fight and losing is better than not doing it at all.
Especially if the fight was good. That raises your stock even if you do lose.
And look at Danny Jacobs after the Golovkin fight. He didn't start making money until he lost that fight. He didn't start making money. And off of that fight that he's like, yo, he might have lost, but he lost good. He started making money after that.
Became a champion after that, then got the Canelo fight.
Hey, gentlemen, thank you for having me on. I got to get ready to go to work, my brother. Y'all be blessed, man.
Good night,
I'm
man.
about to shut it down too, bro. I'm about to watch the first Spider-Man Spider-Verse on my Amazon. Y'all be easy. I am going to go live tomorrow for Regis Program and Zorrilla and Zoo versus Ocampo. Join me.
By the way, Jules, before you go, you never saw the first movie? Or?
You know that I didn't?
Wow.
I didn't see the first one. But I already knew everything because I was a comic head, so I already knew all of that. I'm like, that movie was epic.
By the way, I'm campaigning for Shakur Stevenson to play a live action.
To play Miles Morales. I'm telling you, he the real life Miles Morales.
Puerto Rican black, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, it's easy, bro. I see y'all when I see y'all.
Just tell Shakur stay out the streets.